Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm here on my own because the kitchen's always a bit of a war zone on Christmas Day. If you go in, you never know if it's going to be, oh, would you mind giving me a quick hand with this? Or, what are you doing in my kitchen? So, just going to stay away. It is a strange one this year. It's the first time in 11 years that Carol and I are not having Christmas together, because normally we alternate between whose family we spend Christmas with, and this year was my turn, but obviously the travel restrictions are quite strict, so we decided that we'd have Christmas separately for the first time since we've been together. So it is a bit bizarre, but you know, we've got to make the most of a terrible situation. And because nobody's allowed around and we're not allowed to go to anybody's house, I am just going to have a little drive up to the seafront. I'm going to take my drone and we'll make a little droning home for Christmas video.
Take that, please.
What's going on there?
The turkey, the pigs in blankets, and the stuffing.
Is that all?
Yeah, well, I've got them for the mashed potatoes, roast potatoes, sprouts, peas, carrots, parsnips. That's 5 things.
I'm not having sprouts.
These would be nice. They're done with chestnuts and pancetta.
Oh! There's only 5 of us. To be fair, there is another reason that I'd like to leave the house. There's a lot of alcohol in my parents' house on Christmas Day, and if I stay near it, then I know that I'll be drinking before midday, and there's just something inside of me that knows that's wrong. So let's just get away from it. There's always something funny that happens at my parents' house. Is they often say for Christmas, we won't get each other a present, we'll have a weekend away, or we'll go on holiday or something. But then neither of them has the conscience not to give each other a present on Christmas Day. So they say, I thought we weren't getting each other anything. And then my mum will come out with a present for my dad. And then my dad will say, oh, well, I'm glad I bought you something now. So they say it often enough that it's a bit of a joke now, but makes me laugh. All right, so here we are, DLC front. It's quite bright today, but it is windy. But I've bought my smaller drone. I ordered a backpack that would carry my big drone and all of my camera gear. And it was supposed to arrive before I left, but it actually arrived the day after I arrived. So I've got the little one, never mind. I don't mind being a bit more daring with this one because if anything happens, it's not quite as much money to repair or replace. So we'll get a few more dynamic shots today. Got a bit of bad news from my younger brother the other day. He was forced to go on, I think it was a first aid refresher course for his job with one other person. And the person there had COVID, passed it on to my brother, who subsequently passed it on to his very heavily pregnant wife, who is now laid up in bed for, well, who knows how long, and she has to have blood thinner injections every day for a month. So they're not very happy in their house about what's going on there, which, you know, is a blow to us for Christmas because they were part of the bubble. But now that's been axed because, well, for obvious reasons, a socially distant Christmas. But I do feel for them because he's a fireman, and perhaps going on a refresher course in the height of a pandemic isn't the best course of action for containing it. And case in point right there, he contracted it and passed it on to someone who is, I think she's only 3 weeks away from having the baby. So it's yeah, I do feel for them. I feel for a lot of people right now. It's a horrible way to be spending Christmas. Well, such is the world we live in. Anyway, I'm going to take the drone up now because the sun is beaming down on the sea, and there are actually some people brave enough to go swimming today. Usually that's the thing they do on Boxing Day, but that's been cancelled as well. It's like a charity fundraiser where thousands of people come down in like novelty swimwear and jump in the sea to raise money for charity, but that's been called off. for social distancing as well. Ay, ay, ay. Right, let's get in the air. I do apologise for the wind if it's disrupting the sound, but the tide is a little bit high and my hands are getting cold. But there's a shot that I want to try to get underneath the pier, but I'm not sure if my nerves are in check. Probably should have had a bit of alcohol before I came out, but don't drink and drone. Let's give it a go anyway. Well, unfortunately, I was unable to get the shot. There is a huge amount of wind that's causing a lot of drift in the drone, even in the GPS mode. And I don't know why, but it keeps wanting to rise up and I don't want to hit the underside of the pier. So we'll try again another day when it's not quite so windy. Never mind. Right, I'm getting very cold now. Been out for long enough. I'm gonna head back home, see if there's anything I can do to help out with the dinner. Probably edit this video, and then by the time it's finished, I can drink guilt-free.
Dad, it's 12 o'clock.
I'm having a Christmas beer with my wife and son.
Yeah.
I've been instructed by my mother, me, a grown-ass man, to have a sausage roll before I drink, so I don't get drunk. C'est la vie.
Well, there's worse things in life than a sausage roll. Yum.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
You got there, Mum?
Turkey!
I get the leg.
That smells lovely.
I need the thermometer.
Oh, yeah. Here it is.
Those thighs look a bit overdone.
Wow.
75.
But not against the bone. Oh, look at that. 75.2.
Wow.
Whoa!
And the thigh is...
64, was it? Deepest part of the thigh. That's not deep.
Yes, look at that. That's not deep. Oh, that is...
Oh, you were right, Mum.
7.
I reckon he's not. I reckon. No, he's in the juice.
I think he's got to go in here.
No, Mum, he was in the juice.
All right.
There you go.
96.
That's much better.
It's not. It's worse. Right, the bottom line is it's done.
Yeah,
It will be delicious.
I don't fancy it. I don't fancy a drumstick.
Merry Christmas, Smudge. The life of a cat.
Bit gravy. Northern Lights love gravy.